Alright, YouTube, I'm printing something for an upcoming video here, but this is going to take 4 full plates, but this print had a little problem. You see up there, the supports for the very ends of these things failed. I got here and I looked, and well, you can't see it, but I had to scrape the bottom of the vat there to get the what was stuck on there out of the way of the ends of them tails. So what I had to do is I had to pause the print. You can pause the print and when you pause the print, it raises it up. So while it was raised up, I scraped them off of there so that these tails could finish. And then you're ready to go back to printing, you hit play and it goes right back to it. This thing just never ceases to amaze me. Awesome. I should have these tails to my upcoming project in just a couple of hours. And then y'all gonna see a good project coming up, because I gotta build a lot of stuff for this one. Check you later. That means the print is done, and the print plate can't go any higher because it's reached the maximum level, so it can't raise. Now let me take this off of here so we can see what is on the old build plate. And I'll go ahead on and reposition this just while I got my hands on it. And go ahead and shut that off. Alright, now they printed great. This is the first plate of 4 plates that I'm going to need for this project. I'm doing 2 Xenomorph aliens, and it's going to take me 4 plates to get all my parts. I've got this plate with 2 tails, and then I'll be running the 2 bodies. Then I've got another plate that's got 2 heads and 2 sets of arms, and then the last plate has 2 sets of legs. But okay, now let's discuss issues here. Now, I went a little sprue crazy on this down here on the bottom because there's so many lumps and bumps on these things till you can't, I don't know if you can even hit them all to keep them from being islands. But the main thing here is that these 2 sprues fail to print at this height, and then they pulled up on the bottom, and that's what I had to stop this. I had to pause this print and scrape those off the bottom, and even then they still continued to cure on the bottom, and it picked it up on the tail tips there, and it looks almost like flashing, but it'll be easily removed. And even with that issue, the print did not stop, and it turned out really good. All right, time to clean them up and get ready to run the next print of parts. 2 Xenomorph alien bodies. And we are at 92% complete. Oh, this is coming along beautifully. Time to check out the old build plate again. Got some more interesting parts up here. This is the second plate I ran for this part. I'll be running 2 more. This is for the Xenomorph project. Man, they look good. Time to clean them up and we'll get another look. Almost done. This is the 4th plate of parts that I had to run for this project. And it's almost there. I've almost got all my parts to do my alien Xenomorph models. I'm doing 2 of them. And here's everything that's come off so far. It did really good. This one, I didn't notice this earlier. I said they'd printed off perfect, but actually this one, the finger on it just so happened formed up right over the hole in the bottom of the bat, and so it failed that one finger. But that could just be like battle damage or something for a diorama, and he could have acid blood shooting out of it. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, we just got to have the back legs, and we'll be ready to put this sucker together. And I'm gonna do a little assembly video too. But first we got to get the parts done. Alright, time to look at the old build plate again. This is the 4th plate of parts that I've run for this model kit, which will ultimately make 2 of the Xenomorph aliens. I managed to pack enough parts on each plate for 2 figures, 2 full figures. And those came out pretty good right there. They actually managed to miss the hole in the bottom of the resin vat and come out without anything missing that I can see. Of course, I might get down there cleaning on them and be a different story, but well, I'm gonna go clean them up and then we'll take a look at what all we got. All right, now got everything cleaned up and all the parts are ready. I've been waiting quite a while for this because I've had to do this in several video segments, because the first one, these tails, that was like a 12-hour print, and then the 2 bodies were better than 9 hours, and then that was probably like a 10-hour print right there. And then I managed to, on the next plate, I managed to get 2 heads and 2 sets of arms. I thought I hollowed those out, but I guess I didn't, or there wasn't enough to hollow out, because they look pretty like pretty much solid limbs to me. But these legs came out. This was the last one that I just ran, and they came out great. But I did, after cleaning them up, I noticed that one of them does have a little battle damage from that hole in the bottom of the vat. So I'm going to use that one and that other arm that lost a finger in the vat on the same one. That way I've got one that's full and complete with all, and then the other one can have some battle damage on it and maybe I might make a diorama with some of those eggs and have that one gushing some acid blood somewhere. But right now, we gotta put these things together. That was the whole idea anyway. I mean, that's 4 plates. I mean, you got nearly, well, probably better than 40 hours worth of just printing steadily in that. So yeah, we're gonna have to put these things together. You got to, every one of these little pegs has got to be sanded because the tolerances are so close that they're non-existent. All of these pegs are too big for the holes. So every one of them had to be sanded. That's a chore I'm going to do off camera. I'll see you in a little while whenever we're gluing bodies together.